Congratulations to Lachie Neale. He is a dual Brownlow medalist and forever in the history of the game. He was humbled in the way he accepted it last night in what would be a big week for the Lions. It was a polarising win, it must be said. Everyone acknowledges what a great player he is, but a lot of people didn't accept the result. There was debate around the votes when he got the 20 possessions. Lee Matthews had this to say on the topic today.
This is what the Brownlow is all about. It's the Umpires Award. It's the AFL's official award. I mean, we can let the champion data stats people pick the best player of the year if you want to. Champion data already picked the All-Australian team, I reckon. So you reckon we should let them pick the Brownlow as well?
I thought he had a point there. Was that insulting to you, though?
Yeah, I thought that wasn't right.
As an All-Australian selector, I mean, stats, I think, can be overblown sometimes. And the All-Australian team obviously spends a lot of time, the selectors, looking at that. Umpires don't get to look at the stats anymore.
I think just on the All-Australian, he's right on the Brownlow, that's fine, but I think the All-Australian part was unfair because we don't even have a briefing from champion data. You've got the stats and you use it as a tool, but it's a very small factor into selecting the sides. I didn't think that was fair. In terms of what he said about the Brownlow, I mean, that's his opinion and it's hard to argue with.
I mean, I get disappointed when forwards get left out and when really great defenders are completely left out of the voting, Matthew. But the Brownlow is special. It's unique to our game. There's often results that shock people, and there's always in the Brownlow count games where you can't believe someone's missed out or got votes. But there was a sort of nice symmetry about Lachie Neale. It was great to see him actually get the medal presented to him this time. He didn't have to hang it round his own neck, which is still one of the great dreadful moments of Brownlow history. But he's a great player, and Chris Fagan said he thought he was a big chance before the count.
All that's fair and reasonable, but the umpires not having the stats is just so silly. Like, they need to have the tools that everyone else has got to make the best decision.
But then, are they too heavily influenced by those?
You discredited them by thinking that they would just look at the numbers and give the stats. It's a sense test. It's a chance to double check things, to understand some clearance numbers and those type of things. And we've all got the tools to be the best we can be. Why can't they?
Yeah, I'm with you, Hutchie. I know personally I coach a side every Saturday and I walk away as a coach and some days I've got no idea who played well, and it's not until I watch the game back on a Monday and see the stats to complement what I've seen that I can put in my votes. Otherwise,
so is it the coach's award the most accurate one?
Because
they've reviewed the game.
It's a matter of when they put their votes in. If they're putting them in straight away, I think they'd be way off too. But if you're putting them in Monday night, you're far more informed.
It's amazing they get as close as they do. Like, they're running 15 kilometres a game. They're busy the whole time. They're not trained experts in footy and patterns and behaviours.
The only unfair thing, Hutchie and Lord Alcara, is that you are ineligible to win the game's best award if you don't play in the midfield. You can't win it. That's unfair. So if we're happy with that and we're satisfied with that, then let the umpires keep doing it. If not, and we want a Toby Green or a Jeremy Cameron or a Charlie Curnow to have a shot at winning it, then we've got to change the system because right now they are ineligible to win the game's best award. I don't like that either.
But Matthew, how badly does this reflect on Fremantle, who sort of in the end, they were blindsided by the decision to go to Brisbane for letting him walk out the door?
I think that you look at that list and not too many have hurt the Fremantle Dockers.
Hogan's the one they could do with right now.
Yeah, but he had problems and issues at the club and he's at his third club. So, yeah, the Neale one does hurt and that did come as a massive shock. How'd you feel as an All-Australian selector not naming him in the team?
You pause and you look back and go, did we miss something there? But I thought Nathan Buckley was on radio and explained it pretty well today. And I thought there was midfielders that had better years than him in a really tough position to make it in the All-Australian team. So you didn't have
Taranto in the top 150 and Lachie Neale in the top 22?
Well, I'm not the sole selector of the All-Australian team, actually.
You're our sole selector, so you're the one we're going to pick
You'll no doubt reflect on that in the off-season and come back a better selector next year.